All right, so we can get started. Let's start in a nice seated position. So just come to a nice tall seat. You can sit on a block, sit on your tush, and sit cross-legged or lotus pose, whatever feels comfortable. And just get yourself centered and arrive on your mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open up your mouth side out. Root down through your sit bones, through your tailbone, and start to get nice and tall. Lengthen up through your spine. Press your shoulders back. Open up through the collarbone. And just relax every muscle in your face, the area between your eyebrows, your jawbone. Notice each inhalation and each exhalation. And just check in with your body. If you feel any aches or pains, notice any areas that feel open, that feel good. And start to fire up your Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nose. And hopefully you're feeling a sense of calm, some slowing down of the mind, all the thoughts. And see if you can have that feeling with you throughout the practice. Just a slowing down of the brain, all the thoughts. And really tuning into your body right now, what your body needs, what it feels. Take another breath in. Open up your mouth side out. And then reach your arms up overhead, interlace hands at the top. And turn your palms to face up towards the ceiling. And then take a nice gentle stretch over to the right side, rooting down through your left sit bone and gazing out underneath your armpit on the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Come back through center. And then stretch over to the left side. Again, really pressing down through the right sit bone so you feel that stretch in your right side body. You can pull your arm to the with your left hand and really get nice and long here. Come back through center and then make your way into your tabletop position. I'm going to just do a few cat-cows, a few rounds of cat-cows to wake up the spine. So you can tuck your toes, bring your shoulders over the wrists, and then drop the belly, really arch the back. Take a breath in. Exhale, untuck the toes, round out through the upper back, gaze to your navel. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale, round out through the back, untuck the toes. Take a few rounds just like that, moving your hips from side to side. And take any movements that feel good to you. Deep breath in. Open mouth, sigh out. And then come back to your neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes and lift your knees just an inch or two up off the mat. And you're just gonna hold here for a couple of seconds, just waking up the body, pulling the core in and up, really sucking that belly in and up. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Untuck the toes, press your heels down and back, and lift your tailbone up towards the sky. Gaze at the back of your mat. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Pedal out your feet. Bend one knee and then the next. And then walk your hands to your feet. Come into ragdoll at the top of your mat. Grab opposite elbows and drop your head. Really, really drop the head. Gazing at the back of the mat so that your neck releases. Bend your knees and just sway from side to side. Slowly roll all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up overhead. Gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, come into your high plank. Shoulders over the wrists. Heels over the tippy toes. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana, or you can come right into your Cobra pose. Press into your palms and forearms, lift the chest, and then press back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3. Bend the knees, look in between the hands, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Press the heels down towards the mat and press your chest towards the back of your thighs, really elongating in your downward facing dog. Bend the knees, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Extended mountain pose, reach all the way up, look up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let your breath guide your movement, not the opposite way around. So really tune into your breath here. If you get nothing else out of class, just get the feeling of being in tune with your breath, really paying attention to the breath. Right? It's always there for us, but we don't really pay attention to it. So really tune into it. Hop to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Taking your breaths here. Inhale, fill all the way up. Exhale, release everything out. With each inhale, you're taking in new energy, new breath. And with each exhale, you're releasing anything that you don't need, anything that's weighing you down, holding you back. Top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach, reach, reach. Take a back bend at the top. Look up and back. Nice, Cindy. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more round of breath, just like that. Top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit and squeeze everything into that center line, to the midline of your body. So your big toes are squeezing together, thighs, knees. Reach the arms up and then sit back a little bit deeper. Send your hips down towards the mat and then fold forward, release. Halfway lift, plant your hands, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, come onto your left knee. Coming into your low lunge. Reach the arms up overhead. And then plant your hands down, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right knee down. And just keep a 90-degree angle in that left knee. And you can kind of walk your left knee back a little bit more so you're really getting that opening in the hip. Reach up, look up, plant your hands, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breath in, breath out. Top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Right foot forward, left knee down, low lunge. Reach the arms up. Plant the hands, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left foot forward, right knee down. Reach up, all the way up. Really extend the shoulders up and back. And then plant your hands, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right foot forward, low lunge. And we're keeping this to one breath per movement. Plant the hands, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Low lunge on the left side. Yep, bring the left foot forward, right knee down, reach up and back. Plant the hands, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath in, one breath out. Top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Low lunge on the right side. Plant your hands, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Low lunge, left side. Left foot forward, right knee down, reach up and back. Plant your hands, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Nice. Take a breath in. Deep breath out. Lift your right leg up. Step the foot in between the hands. Come into your high crescent lunge. 90-degree angle in your right foot, right knee. The knee stacks right over the ankle. And the left heel is lifting over the toes. So really come onto your left tippy toes. Reach the arms all the way up, like someone's pulling your hands up towards the ceiling. Pinky fingers turn in to face each other. And just hold here. Press your left thigh up towards the ceiling. So the back of your left thigh is pressing up towards the ceiling. Belly button pulling into the spine. Bring your hands to heart center and then twist over to the right side. Press your left elbow to the outside of your right knee and then feel that lift. So you're pressing the elbow into the knee to lift up through the chest. Open up the arms and then keep spiraling your chest open towards the ceiling. Find a new spot on your ceiling to look at. Discover something new. Hold here, tuning into your breath. And then open it up, warrior two, keeping that bend in the right knee. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. Reach the arms back and keep bending into that right knee. Reverse your front palm, reach up and back, peaceful warrior. And then extended side angle. Left hand can come down to the floor, or you can bring your right forearm onto your right thigh. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. And again, think about pressing that top arm up and back. You want your chest opening up towards the ceiling. And your right elbow is pressing the right knee away, opening up through the hips. Hold here for another 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Plant your hands down to frame that right foot. Come into your runner's lunge. Drop your left knee down and reach the arms all the way up. Keep pressing your left hip down towards the mat, really opening up through the hips, looking up and back. And then plant both hands down to the inside of your right foot, lizard pose. Lift the left knee up away from the mat, and then come onto your forearms if that's okay. Again, you're peeling open that right foot so that the knife edge of the right foot is pressing into the mat. You can drop that left knee down onto the mat, but to keep it really active, keep the left knee lifted if you can. Press into your palms to lift your chest up away from the mat. And hold here for 3 full cycles of breath. Press into your palms to lift back up, and then drop your left knee down. Open up to the right side, simple twist. Left hand down, right arm up. Again, gazing up at the ceiling. Fingertips are nice and wide, sending energy out through the fingertips. And then plant your hands high to low plank. Take your flow or meet back in downward facing dog. Upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Step the left foot forward, high crescent lunge. Reach the arms all the way up. And again, we're gonna hold right here in our high crescent lunge. Yes, really nice. Reach that left foot forward a little bit more and bend a little bit deeper. Yeah, make sure you're high on the tippy toes of that back foot. That's where so much of the foundation of the pose comes from. Really press the toes into the mat to bring the heels up a little bit higher. Nice. One more breath in. Deep breath out. Bring your hands to heart center, twist over to the left side. Yeah, press the elbow into the knee. And then open up your arms, deepening your twist here. Reach the left fingertips down towards the floor. The fingertips are grazing the floor. Nice, Julie, both Julies. And then open up warrior two, keeping the bend in that left knee. Challenge yourself to keep that bend in the knee. Nice. Bend a little bit deeper. And then tuck your tailbone down towards the mat. Yeah, nice adjustment, Julie. Flip your front palm, reach up and back. And extended side angle, left hand down to the floor, right arm up. And if you have your left elbow on the knee, Cindy, turn the palm to face up towards the ceiling. Yeah, beautiful. Keep reaching up and back. Take another breath in. Deep breath out. Bring your hands to frame the front foot, runner's lunge. Yeah, drop onto that right knee, reach the arms up. And really keep sending that right hip down towards the mat. If you need to scooch the knee back a little bit, do that. And then bring both hands to the inside of the left foot, lizard lunge. And then coming onto the forearms if that feels okay, lifting the right knee away from the mat. Keep your chest lifted, gazes towards the top of your mat. And stay here for your 3 breaths. If this is the pose that you want to check out in, challenge yourself to stay focused. Let your breath help you to stay in this pose. We all have different poses, the ones that are the most challenging to us. So just notice for yourself which those are and try to work through them. Nice, simple twist. Keep the left hand down, the right hand down, left arm up. And reach all the way up. Breath in, deep breath out. Plant the hands, take your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hop or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Yogi toe lock, grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Take your feet hips width distance apart. Bend your knees and pull yourself forward and then drop the crown of your head down towards the mat. Keep bending your elbows to pull the crown of the head closer towards the floor. Come back to the breath and notice what thoughts, if anything, is coming up in your head, and then just notice it and let it float away. Keep focusing on your breath. Walk your palms underneath your feet, gorilla pose. Toes are right at the wrist, and your middle finger is pressing into your heel, the heel of your foot. Again, bend the elbows to pull the crown of the head closer down towards the mat. Malasana squat. Bring your heels in, toes out, and bring your hands to heart center. You're going to use your elbows to press your knees away towards the back of your room. And you're keeping your chest lifted. Tailbone is tucked down towards the mat. Chest is lifted, gaze right in front. And hold here for 5 full breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. And last one. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Slowly start to lift your tailbone up away from the mat, but only come up to that part where you feel a burn in your thighs. So your hips are in line with your knees. And hold here for 10, 9, 8. And this should be uncomfortable. You should feel your thighs burning. If you don't, lift up a little bit higher. Hold up a little bit. Hold your breath here. And then release the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here for 3 more breaths. And then reach all the way up. Let it go. Extended mountain pose. And then come through your heart, hands through heart center, Tadasana. Take a breath in. Breath out. Hug the right knee into the chest. Grab the big toe or your ankle, whichever feels okay for you today. If it's a struggle to reach your big toe, if you're bending forward, just grab your knee and stay right here. So you really want to keep the spine nice and long, belly's pulling in, and then extend the foot out to the front of the room, and then open it out to the side. Flexing the foot, pressing the heels towards the right side of the room. Open up your left arm, gaze out at your left thumbprint, and keep sucking that belly in towards the spine to really stabilize through your core. Try to straighten out that leg as much as you can. Nice. And then come back through center, kick the leg back for warrior 3. Reach the arms out in front of you. Palms are facing in towards each other. And then flex that right foot. Turn the toes to point down towards the mat and really reach that right foot back towards the wall behind you. One more breath in. Deep breath out. Hug the right knee back into the chest. And it doesn't have to be neat. It can be wobbly. And then come into your eagle pose, wrapping the right thigh over the left. Right arm under, left arm on top. So we're not looking for perfection. Sometimes it feels like everything has to be perfect, but it doesn't have to be. We can wobble, we can shake, right? This isn't like an Instagram photo shoot. We can be messy. Sit a little bit deeper. Send the hips down towards the mat, and then release. Shake it out. Hug the left knee into the chest, and stay holding your left knee or grab the big toe. And really root down through that right foot. Press the right big toe into the mat like crazy, and then extend the left foot out to the front of the room. Open up variation B. Gaze out at your right thumbprint. And keep trying to straighten out that left knee. Come back through center. Kick the left foot back. Reach the arms out in front of you. Fire up the left glute as you lift the left thigh up towards the ceiling. Back of the thigh pressing up towards the ceiling. Hug the left knee back into the chest. And then come into your eagle on the left side. Left thigh over the right, left arm under, right arm on top. And squeeze everything in. Hug the belly in. Sit a little bit deeper. And then release. Shake it out. Nice work, ladies. Beautiful. Breath in. Breath out. And then taking figure 4, plant down into your left foot. And then you're just gonna bring your right knee over the left ankle and then start to sit the hips back towards the mat. Bring your hands to heart center. And then again, try to find your balance here. And then if you're ready, open up the arms, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. This is a variation on tree pose. And it's just something to try that's a little bit different. Nice. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Left side, left thigh over, left ankle over the right knee. And then gently start to sit the hips down towards the floor. Like you're sitting in an invisible chair, reaching the arms up. Drishti out in front. Ujjayi breath. For 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, release. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Take your flow. And meeting back in downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, warrior 1 as you rise up. 90-degree angle in the right knee. Back foot, left foot is grounding down into the mat. Reach the arms all the way up. And then bring your hands behind your low back, interlace hands behind your low back. Drive the knuckles down towards the mat. Open up through the shoulders and the collarbone. And then come into your humble warrior, bringing your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. And lifting the arms away from the low back. Drop your head and gaze at the left foot. Come back up, warrior 2. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, straighten out your right knee, and then reach the right arm all the way to the front of the room, coming into your triangle pose. Right hand to the outside of the right foot, left arm up towards the ceiling. Turn your gaze to look at your left fingertips. And keep pressing your left hip towards the wall behind you. Again, your chest is opening up towards the ceiling. Think about going up and back, leaning all the way back. Inhale, deep exhale. Bend into your right knee, come back into your warrior 2. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet to face the long edge of your mat. Take a deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Your feet can be slightly pigeon-toed so that the toes are turning in towards each other. And with every breath, let the crown of your head come down towards the mat. Come onto your forearms, or walk your hands all the way to the back of your mat and drop the crown of your head all the way down towards the floor. Breath in, breath out. Walk your hands to frame your front foot, pyramid pose. Hop the left foot in. Inhale to a flat back, exhale and fold. Press both heels into the mat. And play with sending your left hip back. So when you send your left hip towards the back wall, you should feel a little bit more of a stretch in the back of your right thigh, in your right hamstring. See if you can feel a little bit deeper of a stretch when you do that, sending that left hip back. Drop the head a little bit more. Twisting triangle. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right foot, or maybe you're just grabbing your right ankle. Right hand to the low back. Open up to the right hand side. And if that feels okay, then you lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. And plant your hands, take your flow, or meet back in downward facing dog. Good. Step the left foot forward, warrior one, as you rise up. Press the outer edge of your right foot, the right pinky toe, into the mat. Reach the arms up, look up. Breath in, breath out. Interlace hands behind your low back. Again, driving the knuckles down towards the mat to really open up through the chest. Look all the way up. And on your exhale, bring the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. And then drop your head down, gazing at your right foot. Keep reaching the hands away from your low back. One more breath in. Deep breath out. Come back up, warrior two. Reach the arms up and back. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. And then straighten out that left knee, triangle pose. Bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot. Right arm up towards the ceiling. Press the left hand down into the floor or into your ankle to lift the chest up a little bit more. And reach that top arm back towards the wall behind you. Bend the left knee, warrior two. And then turn all 10 toes to face the long edge of your mat. Again, your feet can be slightly pigeon-toed, so your toes can turn in towards each other a little bit. Hands to your hips, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And if you need to take your feet a little bit wider from the front, from the top to the bottom of your mat, go for that. And then come onto your forearms. And release, let it go. Keep shifting the weight into your tippy toes so that your heels stack, your hips stack over your heels. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk your hands to frame your left foot. Hop the right foot in, pyramid pose. And try to straighten out that left knee if you can. Forehead dropping down towards the shin. Twisting triangle, right hand to the left ankle or outside of the left foot. And again, take your right arm to the low back, gently open up, and then lift the arm up towards the ceiling. If you're finding it really hard to balance, just keep the hand to the inside of the foot. Take another breath in. Deep breath out. Plant your hands and take your flow. Again, option to just meet back in downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, shift forward into your high plank and then gently lower all the way down onto your belly. Hands come alongside the body, palms face down. Locust pose, press the pubic bone into the mat. Inhale, lift everything up. Head, chest, legs, arms come up last. Really reach the hands towards the back of the room. And then squeeze your inner thighs together and lift up away from the mat. Thighs are reaching up away from the mat. Gaze down towards the mat for 3, 2, and 1. Come onto your left cheek. Take one breath in, one breath out. Second locust pose. Come all the way up. Press down into the pubic bone and lift up. Nice. With every breath, your chest and your thighs are reaching away from the mat. Inhale. Deep exhale. One more breath in. And breath out. Release. Come on to the opposite cheek. Take one breath in. One breath out. Bend the knees. Grab the tops of your feet. Floor bow. Again, press into the pubic bone and lift up. And if you're rocking back and forth, that's great. That means you're breathing. Yes, lift up a little bit more with every breath. Kick the feet into the hands on the exhale. Inhale, exhale, and kick. One more breath in, and release it all the way down to the mat. Bring your hands alongside the chest. Press up into your upward facing dog. Press down into the tops of the feet. Lift the thighs away from the mat. And downward facing dog. Drop your knees onto the mat, camel pose. So make sure to keep your knees hips width distance apart. You're pressing down into your shins and into the tops of your feet. And bring your hands to the low back. And just start to lower yourself down towards your heels. You can tuck your toes and grab your heels, or you can just keep your hands in your low back. Open up the heart, the chest towards the ceiling. Drop your head back if that feels comfortable. Otherwise, keep your chin to your chest and lean back. Keep the thighs nice and active. And then gently make your way back up. Sit the hips down towards the heels. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Second camel pose. Again, bring the hands to the low back for extra support. And then start to lean all the way back, grabbing onto the heels. Or keeping your hands in your low back if that feels better. Breath in, breath out, and release. Sit the hips down towards the heel, tuck the chin towards the chest. Take a breath in, breath out, and make your way onto your back, setting up for your bridge pose. Press down into your feet and keep your knees hips width distance apart. And your feet are at 12 o'clock, so they're facing the front of your mat. And interlace hands underneath your low back, roll onto your shoulder blades, and then come up. Press down into the feet, lift the hips up away from the mat. With each breath, notice how your belly is puffing up with air, and then release. One more breath in, and gently lower the hips down to the mat. We're going to do that one more time. Press down into the feet, lift the hips up away from the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips down towards the mat. Bring your hands underneath your low back. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to do 3 60-30 lifts. Yep. Hands underneath the low back. Press your low back into the mat and lower your legs down 1/3 of the way. 2/3. Hover the feet, lift the head and chest, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight back up to the ceiling. Lower down 1/3. 2/3. Hover, lift the head and chest, look at the feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight back up. Lower down 1/3. 2/3. Hover the feet, lift the head and chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring your hands, lower your feet down all the way to the mat, and then come into Supta Baddha Konasana, where you bring the soles of your feet together. And bring your hands behind your head. But you're going to keep your feet in this Supta Baddha Konasana shape. So the soles of the feet are pressing together. Hands are behind the head. Press the low back into the mat. And you're just going to crunch up towards your feet for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're halfway there. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Keep the hands behind the head. Bring your feet together and lift the feet, coming into our ab twists, bicycles, and then bring your opposite elbow to the opposite knee. And we're just going to do 30. So start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big old squeeze. Nice work. Beautiful. Breath in, breath out. Roll forward, half pigeon on the right side. Bring the right elbow, bring the right knee behind the right wrist. And stretch that left leg out behind you. And drop the head down towards the mat. See if you can get the right shin as parallel to the front of the mat as you can. You might need to scooch it forward. And then lower the head down to the mat. And then press into your palms, lift up, and come into pigeon on the left side, bringing your left knee behind the left wrist, right leg back. Again, trying to get the left shin to the top of the mat, parallel to the top of the mat, and then lowering down onto your forearms and onto your forehead. Press into your palms, come back up and drop your left hip onto the mat, swing the right leg forward, press the left foot into the right thigh, and reach your arms all the way up, flex your right toes towards your face, and fold forward. Grabbing onto your ankle or toes, and pull yourself forward and then lower down towards your knees. So think about pulling yourself forward and then relaxing down. Switch sides, bringing the right foot into the left thigh. Again, flex the toes towards your face, reach the arms all the way up, and then fold forward. Keep pressing the left hip back towards the mat behind you, towards the back of your mat. And letting your nose reach down towards your knee. Come all the way back up, extend the right leg out to meet the left, reach the arms up, and fold forward. Come back to a seat, reach the arms out in front of you, pull the belly in towards the spine, and lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. Hug the knees into the chest, and then extend the legs up towards the ceiling, coming into waterfall or shoulder stand. If you're in shoulder stand, think about walking your elbows in towards each other and keeping your legs really active. To come out of shoulder stand, drop your toes behind your head, plow pose. And then bend the knees to frame the ears. And gently lower everything down onto the mat. Take a deep breath in. Open up your mouth side out. One more time, take your deepest breath yet. Inhale. Open up your mouth side all out. Shavasana. Wiggle your fingers and toes, deepen your breath. And roll over onto your right side, creating a pillow with your right arm. Just stay here for a minute. And then gently make your way into a tall seat at the top of your mat, keeping your eyes closed, hands at heart center. Thank you for showing up today and coming to class. Take another breath in. Deep breath out. The light in me honors the beautiful and unique light in each and every one of you. Thank you again for welcoming me into your homes. Namaste. Thank you, ladies.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
As usual.
Have a good day, guys. Have a good
Thanks,
day,
Lisa.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Real good to see you. Stay cool today.
You
Yeah,
too.
you too.
Don't
Bye-bye.
watch
Thanks
the
again.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.